Zimbabwe Homeless People's Federation is basically a community-based organization that was founded in 1997 in order to take care of the marginalized groups that were left within the urban and peri-urban areas. The problem of homelessness is over 65% of the urban and peri-urban are really not having decent shelter.
I have two children, Vimbai and Tanatswa. Vimbai is 2 years, 8 months old. Tanatswa is 2 months old. Living here in Desert Extension Holding Camp, I am a housewife. My husband goes out looking for part-time work so that he can support us. Our shack has one wooden side. The other sides are covered with plastic and sacks. We have a tent on top. We sleep over here. We keep our clothes here. This is our religious shrine. This is the kitchen where we keep our utensils. We get our water from a well we dug together with my mother. And we get our drinking water from a Muslim church down the road.
So what we normally do is we come up with a saving scheme or a group where we choose our leadership, say 3 treasurers per group, who look after our savings. The idea of coming up with saving schemes or savings is just to do something for ourselves, because we can't keep on begging with hope. So we need to come up with ideas which can help us do or shape our way forward.
$8 burial, 116 rands fund.
There are so many savings. There are savings for food, which most people are interested in. And people are saving also for burials. Because there is a very poor community, so people have to save for their funerals. Some are saving for the buying of materials, small materials, like brick falls, door frames, window frames, etc. And we are also saving for lands.
The backbone is bringing people together. They put together their daily savings on a daily basis, and then they use these daily savings to give each other small-scale loans for those who like to embark on small businesses, and it will be sort of a training amongst themselves.
Right now, we are about over 1,000 now. I joined this group in 2005. This project of Batik, we started it last year. We were targeting the football in South Africa. That's the main reason why we have done this type of Batik.
The organization has established an urban fund, which we call Gungano Urban Poor Fund at national level. The fund was founded in 1998. That is the fund that is supposed to be given to the members as loans to build bigger projects like infrastructure and housing.
We put in the sewer and water pipes. We provided the manpower, and we got help from our technical partners. They advised us when we ran into challenges.
From there,
we dug our trenches with help from our technical partners and the surveyors that we were working with. After council approved them, we laid our pipes and joined them to the existing line over there.
Under this project, the communities, with support from Dialogue on Shelter, have been able to deliver infrastructure, and currently they are building houses using an incremental approach. The incremental approach is one strategy that the Alliance of Dialogue on Shelter and Zimbabwe Women's Sports Federation is actually pushing as a tool that can allow communities to access housing on an incremental basis, because we realize that communities cannot afford development at one go. So development of housing for low-income communities has to be done in phases. Currently, they are now developing their two-roomed units, and then when they finish, they can then build the other extensions so that they can complete their houses.
People were struggling to pay rent while servicing the loan for the infrastructure we put in. So we asked, and the local authority agreed for us to move onto our stands and put up temporary structures while we built.
To try and formalize an informal settlement requires a huge amount of resources. So by engaging these partners, we are trying to spread out where we can get resources. But we are trying to ensure that residents of the affected areas are leading the process. There's an enumeration process which took place, which was being facilitated by Dialogue on Shelter. But the residents of the affected areas are the ones who are leading the exercise.
This place has not even been surveyed before. Most of the houses are not planned. We don't even have roads. During enumeration, we went door to door asking about residential status as well as the residents' relationship with the local board. Asking if their houses had been registered.
Our view was that the improvements that need to be done should be done without displacing people. We are thinking that they should try as much as possible to avoid moving people from their homes, unless there is a good reason to move someone, like if there is a rock or a water pipe.
After the enumeration, Dialogue on Shelter also assisted us in coming up with a satellite map which shows the physical structure and spatial map of how the people are spread out within the affected areas. The map actually shows how the structures are patterned. If you want, for example, to come up with a road, the map will assist you in trying as much as possible to avoid structures that are existing.
It made us happy that women learned new skills like laying pipes, clearing the stands, and identifying pegs. These are things that are expected of educated people, but the community managed to overcome these challenges.
As the Federation, we want to have as many skilled builders as possible. We noticed that most of our members are women, so we trained women to build. I am one of the women who were trained to build.
When the poor come together, they combine and pull their resources together, they can make a change, given in this period whereby the local authorities themselves have been failing.
On behalf of Municipality of Kariba, we are privileged to host you also that we may share the experiences of how our homeless
through the projects that we had piloted with around the country, many of the local authorities are now recognizing us, and they would want to partner with us also, because they are learning more new innovative solutions to housing development in the areas in this hard era.
We have our EcoSan toilets here. People went to Harare to be trained to build these, and we built them here. We invited council to check them, and they like them. When someone uses the toilet and puts ash, it kills the smell. We now have 27 EcoSan toilets here. Some of us went to Malawi and they were taught about the sky loo.
It's called the sky loo toilet because it's built from upwards, from the surface. We don't dig anything, we don't dig any foundations. It's clean, it's not smelling. It's a dry toilet, so it separates the urine and the feces. We cast it outside. Then this is just temporary.
When our toilet is full, we pull out the slab and take out manure. The feces go one way and the urine goes another.
We want the government, the local authorities to come down to the people, to listen to the people, to hear what the people are, what challenges the people are facing in various communities, and also to create a room that whenever they are planning for the poor, they should know that they have to involve the poor themselves.
What is critical to us was to see practically on the ground whether there are efforts that are being put in place by individual organizations and by communities. What we have discovered is that there's genuine empowerment, community empowerment, and to us that is critical.
To date, I think we are present in about 42 local authorities. So it is a process which has actually helped us a lot.
I always used to struggle with accommodation. I used to wonder if I would ever have a home, considering how poor I am. I could not go and buy a stand from the council. But because of the federation, I am now a landlord. I have 2 children with my husband. I am not even 30 years old, but I have a home. I am happy and I am excited about the federation.